Hey everybody, it's the old sports editor Ronnie Gallagher, and we're here for another edition of the pregame show sponsored by Sundrop. Now, you know, it's hard to believe it's the next to last Friday of the regular season, but we've got some big games in the county tonight. I know North Rowan right up the road is playing for first place against West Montgomery. Carson has a big game over at West Iredale. They're playing for second place. It's a big game over there. But a really big game is right here in the CCC. Salisbury is playing host to Thomasville. Mighty Thomasville Bulldogs. They're undefeated. And it came down to this scenario last year. Salisbury was 6-3, and they went over to Thomasville and played it and lost. But they ended up going all the way to the Western Finals, one game from the state championship. And the players tell me they learned a lot from this game. Even though they lost, they realized how much they could do. So we're going to walk around here. It's going to be a heck of a game. It should be a big crowd. So let's go see what we can find out there. Now, what's your name?
Monica Hunter.
Yeah, and what are you supposed to be?
Hornet.
What are you hornet? What do
Yeah.
you say?
Thank you.
Do you like being on television? Look at that camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smile for the camera.
Cheese.
So wave bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
We're talking to assistant coach Dick Klein of Thomasville. You know, is this your first year at Thomasville?
Yes, that's right.
What is it about Thomasville? You know, they're one of the names that you know across the state. When you say Thomasville, you know football. What is it about that town? Why are they always so good?
A lot of tradition has been established over many years, so they take the football serious.
Yeah, they really do. Now, you know, you've been at Ledford and you've been at my alma mater, North Davison, and you've been around a lot of places. What do you think about this rivalry right here? I know it's your first year, but what have you heard about Salisbury and Thomasville?
Well, due to the preparation that we've had to go through this week, it's a very big game.
Yeah. Now, how do you prepare for a wishbone?
That's tough. You know, I had to run the scout offense all week, so that's a pain in the rear. So, and especially when you got all the speed that Salisbury has.
Yeah. You know, what do you think about the CCC? Yeah, because you've coached on a lot of different levels.
I think it's very competitive, especially, you know, Salisbury and Lexington. And Central Davison is a quality team this year, and West Davison is very well coached. East having a down year, but other than that, I think it's very competitive.
What do you think about Romar Morris?
Fast. Very fast, very elusive. Anytime he touches the ball, you know, he can go the distance.
One more question. I'm sure they drink Sundrop in Thomasville, right?
Oh, I think so.
And is one of your good favorite drinks there?
I like the diet version of it, but yes, I like it.
Well, when you get to be our age, you drink the diet, right?
That's right.
That's right. All right, Dick Klein, everybody. All right, we're here with Joe Pinion, Salisbury coach. You know, Joe, people think it's a daunting task tonight. I look over there at the Bulldogs. You know, that's a big team over there.
That's a great big team with a lot of great athletes, and they got the master chess mover over there too. And Coach Alan Brown, I got a lot of respect for him, and he's got a great staff that's working. They got great players. Hey, we got great players. We're gonna see what happens.
Well, you know, now it's the same situation as last year. You're 6-3. You was both undefeated. You went over there and played a hard-fought game. You know, have you mentioned that to the guys about last year?
I don't think our guys have forgotten that, although there's not a whole lot of them that were in that game because we graduated so many. But, you know, those type of losses stay in your program, and people think about them a lot. You know, our kids realize right now when you play a Davie County or you play a West Rowan or you play a Thomasville, you're playing good caliber football. So they're just forget the fact that this is a conference championship. Forget the fact that we're 6-3 and they're, 9-0. They know this is a big game because we're playing a big-time opponent, and our kids are excited about that.
And just how excited is it for you? I mean, this is what you coach for.
Well, you know, I got the thing that's most exciting to me is to watch these kids play, obviously, in a game of this magnitude. And, you know, there are kids that will play millions and millions of snaps of football that never get to play in a game like this, so that's an exciting thing for me. The other thing that's exciting for me is I learned all my football from Pete Stout and Mike Carter, and Mike Carter and Alan Brown are close friends, and there was a lot of times that I sat in on meetings as a young coach and listened to those two guys talk about football, so a lot of that I soaked in. I hope that some of the things soaked in, maybe I get an edge on him somewhere.
Well, I saw you talking to Alan over there. What were y'all talking about?
Well, you just talk about old times. You talk about things that are going good in your program, things that are going good in his program, how you can share ideas. And, Alan doesn't keep a lot of secrets. He's a teacher. He's a teacher to his players. He's a teacher to young coaches. And even though I'm starting to get some years on me, I consider myself young sometimes when I listen to some of those guys like that. It's like Coach Stout. I talk to him every week. And Coach Carter, I keep in touch with him. So those guys are willing to share with you. And it's good to keep us friendships and relationships you have with other coaches. Don't forget, we got to go up. We're going to recognize our seniors. After that, when we come to the goalpost, we're going to be a little push for time, but it's all worthwhile. And, I can stand here and talk to you about winning the game for your seniors. They don't want you to do that. That's why they're right here. They don't want you to win it for them. They want you to win it because we want to win it as a group. We want to win it as a group. We're not worried about it. We love our seniors. We appreciate you. I'll tell you in front of all these guys, we appreciate everything you've meant to our program. I'll tell you just like I have told all the seniors before, we're going to miss every one of them. I love each and every one of you. Do anything for you. Help you out wherever I can. You've done a great job for our program. But I talked to you earlier this week and today about this is just a game. We're going to play again next week, and we're going to play the week after that and so forth. This is just a game. Now, everybody's got to build up. It's a conference championship game. It's Thomasville. It's Thomasville versus Salisbury. I disagree with Salisbury versus Thomasville. I think we're first. They're second. Okay? I'll always talk to you about respecting the other opponent, and I would want them to respect you. But I read something today, and I don't want to mess it up, so I'm going to read it to you. It says, make your opponent respect your will to win. I talked to you about being that person that you are. Be who you are, how important that is. If you go out there and you perform the way you are, your teammates are going to perform alongside you. And you're going to become a strong bond that can beat any team we'll play. You'll make them respect your will to win. Not just you, but your will to win. When I was a young kid, and you can ask anybody in my family, guys, I led every league in rushing. I led every league in hitting. I was the leading scorer in every basketball game. Because when I was a little kid, I would go out in the front yard and I'd play football by myself. I'd make the tackles. I'd break and score touchdowns. I'd go during basketball season, I'd slam dunk it, and I couldn't get that far off the ground. I'd hit every shot. I'd block every shot. I made every game-winning shot, never missed a single shot. I got every base hit. I turned double plays all by myself. I turned triple plays. I did it all. I could bat right-handed, I could bat left-handed. I would throw the ball, then I'd go in there and hit it before it got there. I could do it all because I believed I could do it. I believed in who I was. And I still to this day, people make fun of me and say, we used to watch you. My brothers and sisters, we used to watch you in the house. You out there playing, but you look like an idiot running around. But I knew what I was doing. I could do it all because I believed who I was. I believed what I was about. I was my own little hero. Well, tonight we're going out, we're making heroes. We're making heroes out of people who believe who they are. Tonight, when I walk through those doors, and I hit the wall where it says, play like a champion. I'm going to play like a champion because I'll be the last one out, and I'm going to watch every one of my heroes. Every single hero in this team is going to walk through there, and we're going to go for it, and win the title. Let's go get that job.
Man, I'll tell you what, after listening to that in there, Joe Pinion is one heck of a public speaker. I was here when he first came. He turned this program completely around. I can remember the first day he was here. He was in here tearing up the place and cleaning it. And a lot of it had to do with PR and getting these kids to believe in him, and they have. And now tonight they're playing a heck of a big game, and it's for first place. It's for seeding in the playoffs. But as he proved last year, win or lose, you can still go all the way to the Western Finals like he did. So that's it for another show. Another Sun Drop has been drunk. So until next week, remember, fans, we keep the updated scores on the web. And go to a ball game every Friday night, especially now. It's getting to be a really good time to watch football. So go out there and watch a game.